Uncomfortable questions you should be asking about your business. Hi, I'm Josh Horn with Horn Valuation. I help business owners and attorneys with business valuation and building business value. Why should we want to ask uncomfortable questions? Because those business owners that ask the uncomfortable questions are the ones that are going to succeed, thrive, and grow. Those that want to ignore them are going to wither and die. Now, I'm one of those people that kind of likes to poke the bear a little bit. I like to ask uncomfortable questions because I want my clients to be successful. What's the first question that I would advise you to ask yourself to open up a ton of possibly other uncomfortable questions? Why aren't you generating the cash flow you should? That's the question number one I'd ask. That can lead to many other places. It can be you're not generating enough sales leads, you're not charging enough, you're not managing your overhead properly, you've got cash trapped in the balance sheet, you have too much debt. It could be a number of things. First off, let me stress, cash flow gets you on the right focus. Note, I didn't say sales, I didn't say profit, I didn't say income, I said cash flow. I've seen a number of businesses have sales, income, or profit and still die because they didn't generate cash flow. Now let's state it in the simplest terms possible. Let's pretend like we're looking at your June cash balance and your July cash balance. Pretend like there's no debt. You didn't borrow any money. It was $5,000 at the end of June. It was $10,000 at the end of July. So assuming you didn't drive it up by borrowing more or by putting off not paying your vendors, it went up $5,000, right? It went from 5 to 10. That's generally a good thing if you can sustain it. If it went from 5 to 2, it went down $3,000, it could be an issue. And a lot of things can be causing that, as I mentioned before. But first off, why are you not generating the cash flow that you think you should, or cash flow at all? Ask yourself that question. There's another question I want you to ask that's going to follow from this first one. Why are you always looking backwards? Many of us fall into this trap. Now, first, let me state that you need to get your financial statements timely. And when I mean timely, I mean within a few days. You need to be looking particularly at your cash flow statement, which is going to tell you whether you made profit or not. You should be looking at how you managed your balance sheet, good or bad. And then finally, you should be looking at your income statement in that order, actually backwards of the way a lot of people look at it. Why is looking forward important? Well, if you're generating a lot of outbound sales calls and marketing activity, are you going to be surprised by your sales down the line? Probably not. And if anything, you're going to be surprised on the upside. If you're monitoring that, doing that consistently over time, you're not looking backwards and asking, why didn't we do X and X and X? Operations. If you're measuring your on-time deliveries, your pull errors, your customer satisfaction, are you going to be disappointed by that area of your business? Probably not. When you get to the end of the month, you're going to know where you were. You can course correct as you go. And accounting. If you're maintaining a 6, 8, 10, 12-week cash flow projection, are you going to be surprised when you get to the end of the month and you either did or didn't make money by looking at your backwards-looking financial statements? Get your mindset looking forward. There's another reason I encourage you to do this. I fell into this trap for years. There's a risk that you can fall into a mode of feeling sorry for yourself and looking backwards a little bit too much. Do a quick postmortem, figure out the few things that you did wrong, but focus on what you can do right moving forward. You can't change the past, okay? So it's more important to go, okay, what do we need to do to get better? And focus on that going forward. Yes, it's disappointing. Maybe you didn't get to where you wanted to go, but focus on getting your forward-looking metrics in front of your people so you can drive the business forward. What's the third and final question you should ask yourself that is the most uncomfortable, I think, of all? Why is your business so heavily reliant on you as the owner, manager, or CEO? This, I encourage you to start by looking in the mirror, as uncomfortable as it is. Are we too controlling? Have we not given our people clear direction? Or do we not have the right people? It could be one or all of the above. But you have to ask yourself that question. If your business is heavily reliant on you, if you can't take time off, if you can't take a vacation, you have problems and you need to fix that. You need to find a way to delegate tasks and things that aren't high value out to your team so that you as the leader can focus on driving the business forward. These are a few of the uncomfortable questions you need to ask yourself to drive the value of your business. Drop me an email, josh@jhorncpa.com. Follow me on social media. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Bye.